My laptop is currently on the background. I'm uploading a video. This is my movie news video. It will be on there already, but this is just when I record. While I was recording the video, this was currently uploading. Well, you obviously knew that. 8 minutes left. Son of a bitch. 81% uploaded. The processing will just be like that, because this thing's taking over like 40, almost 50 minutes. It's not that long of a video, for Christ's sake. But I want to talk about another Kubrick movie. You guys know it. I'm a huge fan of Stanley Kubrick. I've not seen all of his movies, but the ones I've seen, I truly enjoy, and and I'm a huge fan of him. Kubrick is a true master when it comes to directing. I mean, he's truly inventive. He's a genius. He's an influence for a reason. He was crazy, but none of a doubt, he was an insane genius. And this is A Clockwork Orange, directed by Kubrick, written by him, produced, edited, I think, by him. I think he would. Wait, I don't think so. Actually, I don't think so. I don't know why I said edited. Maybe. No, I don't think so. It stars Malcolm McDowell. It's based on Anthony Burgess' novel of the same name. I actually would love to read this book, actually. I'm not even a book reader, for Christ's sake. It's produced by him. Okay, it's edited by Bill Butler. I don't know why I said Kubrick. I really don't know. It's of course stars Malcolm McDowell, Patrick McGee, Adrian Corey, Miriam Carlin. It's a dystopian film, and it sends a dystopian future where law and order is basically non-existent. There's really just no real sort of stability. There's no real infrastructure in this future. I mean, all this city. I mean, like Malcolm McDowell plays this guy named Alex, and he has this gang of droogs, people who cause around doing this ultra-violent mayhem. And one day he's captured, and he goes to this hospital. He's arrested, but he gets shocking therapy. He goes through a pretty shocking process to fix him, make him act like a more normal person. This film is truly one of the most controversial films of all time, if not the most controversial. Although that could be debatable, considering you have The Passion of the Christ, Antichrist. You also have The Interview, although it's barely nothing compared to this. This film is an influence for many reasons. This film was a major change. I mean, this originally was rated NC-17X at the time. Now it's NC-17, in case you guys want to know. But, well, I think it was originally X. It's now, I think, an R rating, because it's not as bad as it was back then. But remember, guys, I wasn't born in the 70s. I was born in 1998. That really says something. I mean, guys, I wasn't alive during this time when this movie came out, and I think it would have terrified more people. But what this film is also something of an experience. Is it really? Nothing really, but to be honest, it is something. Don't get me wrong, guys. It's really a unique film. It's an amazing movie. But what do I love about it? When he goes through, he's rehabilitated, and his rehabilitation is undeniably shocking with this process known as the Ludovico technique. I'm not sure if I pronounced it right. Comment below if I pronounced it wrong and doing the right pronunciation. Whatever. But it's a weird way. It's very experimental in terms of what it does. I mean, the fact is he keeps hearing all of these. Whenever he hears Beethoven, it just truly shocks him, and it truly is a film that it hurts him. But also, whenever he's on the drug, whenever during this treatment, whenever he tries to be violent, he becomes nauseous, and he belches. That's not good. That really proves it's damaging him. But also, it's pretty shocking about this. Now, what do I love about this film? It's truly unbelievable what I saw. The shocking violence is still pretty gruesome for this time. Sure, we've seen incredibly violent films from guys like Quentin Tarantino and Steven Spielberg. Yeah, that's right. Saving Private Ryan. I've seen some pretty violent movies, but when it comes to ultra violence, this is really a term that really speaks true when it comes to films like this, especially back when the rating system was a little bit more stricter in some sort of way. And and of course it helped reduce. It also kind of loosened up restrictions when it was released. It's truly amazing. Even the filmmaker himself disowned it, and that's ridiculous. Because Kubrick, you created a masterpiece. He's created many masterpieces. Unfortunately, guys, you can hate on anyone in the comments below. I will watch it one day because I do own some of his films. I own Barry Lyndon, The Shining, and Eyes Wide Shut. I have not seen that yet. I want to see Paths of Glory. I do think I have interest in seeing Lolita and Paths of Glory. I don't own Paths of Glory, but I do want to see it. Barry Lyndon, I own that. I want to see that big time. Also, Spartacus. I actually recorded that once, but unfortunately, when we switched Dish to Xfinity, Uverse to Xfinity, I never got the chance to watch it, and that really made me sad because I think I would have loved that movie. Because I love Kubrick. I do. He's a legend. He's a master of filmmaking. Sorry, guys. Why do I love this film? Why makes this film great? I like how interesting it is involving the world, involving like the dystopian world. The only fact that even though there is law enforcement, it's just not organized. There's just so much crime, so much chaos all over, and that there's just no enough cops to help. And they do this treatment that's just so shocking and brutal that it makes you wonder. Actually, one thing this actually asks thought-provoking questions about law enforcement, brutality, violence, and it really does make you think. Such as what's exactly more violent? The antics of the droogs and what's on the streets in the city, or is the government more brutal? Is there rehabilitation techniques more brutal than just the deliberate acts, the vandalism and chaos of all these criminals? That's one thing I think that really makes you think. I mean, what's more shocking to you? I mean, this technique that Alex goes through is disturbing. I mean, the fact that to keep his eyelids open, they always have to keep using eye drops to keep his eyes, to make sure that his eyes don't dry up and his eyes don't burn. It's pretty shocking. This movie's pretty shocking. I mean, some of the violence and also remember that scene in the rain, whenever they raid that house and they sing in the Rain, completely improvised. And unfortunately, that really, you just don't see Singing in the Rain the same way again. It's pretty shocking. You never see something like that again. That really does. It's pretty shocking. Because, I mean, they're singing in the road, they're singing in the rain. You just don't see stuff. You just never see stuff you don't see stuff the same way again. Sure, I still love Singing in the Rain. 5 out of 5. I think your DVD, that one's scratched out, though luckily TCM, Turner's Classic Movies, was airing it on demand, and I got to watch the ending to it, and to thank God, because I felt better. I should buy myself a new DVD, or just buy it online. You know, I love it. I do. And even though Clockwork Orange really changed the way I look at the song, I still love listening to the song because, you know what? Gleeful, lighthearted charm. Back to the movie. Kubrick really gave us this great look. He really is very confident when it comes to the way he really asks these questions involving the brutality of thugs and government, and it makes you wonder which one is worse. Also, Alex's story of him going through this drug treatment, him losing his mind and just unable to really function as a person, just a way out, just completely different from what he originally was, is just shocking. It's just horrible, but you can't look away. And there's a lot of crazy content. I mean, nudity, full frontal. It's not like that. They just show it, and it's pretty brutal. There's a lot of brutal violence. Also, that thing with that penis statue. Clever sculpture. Pretty good, well-made sculpture. A work of art. Also, I love the dark humor aspect to it. There actually is a dark sense of humor in this movie, and it shows perfectly. Hold on a minute, guys. I gotta add another video. Yeah, sorry, guys. I know, guys, I'm amateur. I'm just trying to get this stuff done because I think I want to get it done now rather than later on, or wait till the next day because it's already 4:20. But I do want to talk about this. It also is, there's some pretty interesting editing, such as Kubrick one time threw his camera out a window for a scene where Alex falls. It's holy shit. Shit. He also used sometimes rapid paced editing in one scene, and also even the use of damn it, what is that? What is that scene? What is that score? I know that scene. Yeah, I mean, they use that Clockwork Orange. William Tell Overture. Yeah, they use that in Clockwork Orange. They use a lot of classical music, and that's actually one of Alex's interests. Malcolm McDowell does a great job as Alex. I mean, he's violent, but also he really does great with his whenever he's being damaged, with the belching and overall him being damaged. I have to give major credit to this guy because I mean he knows how to do it, and Kubrick did a fantastic job casting him. Kubrick also does a great job with the writing, not only asking us thought-provoking questions involving government and society, but also violence and. He also does a lot of slow motion scenes, such as one scene where Alex is beating the crap out of his own droogs. This film is pretty shocking. There are some shocking scenes, especially that technique I just told you about. They had to feel his eyelids open, make him watch movie soundtracks, which flat out it's just a torture technique, really. That may shock you, especially if you're weak-stomached, or if you're just if you really just can't take in torture well. The only real graphic thing is just seeing his eyelids just open like that. Holy shit. Ugh. It wasn't too bad when I saw it, but when I look back at it, it is disturbing. There's a lot of disturbing films I've seen. I mean, like the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Ugh. Grandpa. The couch made out of human remains. Ugh. That stays with you. This film stays with you also. It asks questions, but I love the thought-provoking questions about humanity, government, society, violence. Also, I love the soundtrack with all these collections of classical music. A lot of great tunes that fit well with... Also, I love the soundtrack. But also, they even use synthesizers once. Also, I love the theme song. Also, I love the opening shot. I mean, the milk bar. I mean, knowing the fact that just hearing the theme song with the synthesizers and all that, it's very fitting to the bizarre nature of the film. Really, there's a lot going for that. It also is truly... And also the opening monologue. This opening monologue is pretty... You just get a proper introduction to these characters, and it's an iconic opening shot. Also, especially the milk bar is a pretty interesting place. Erotic statues. You get to get milk out of there. It's interesting. All kinds of milk, I think. Creative, thought-provoking, at times darkly comic, incredibly violent, brutal as hell, but undeniably one hell of a film. One of the best book adaptations I've ever seen. One of my favorite films of all time. One of my favorite Stanley Kubrick movies of all time. And undeniably, one hell of an experience. Because you don't see stuff like this anymore. And I wish they made stuff like this. I mean, we're getting the same unoriginal shit over and over again. Give us something new. Give us something that kind of is like a homage. Or just make us something that... Give us something different that we don't really see anymore, or give us something completely original. Just give us something, stuff like this, because I mean, stuff that's original, creative, and something that we just don't, something that's just so different from the usual contemporary, from all our contemporaries, from all the usual suspects. I seriously think this is a good film. If you're a fan, if you're getting more into film and you want to see, if you want to look at the history involving like violence in movies, and especially like some of them, check this one out. If you are just getting into film overall, if you're a fan of movies, or if you're becoming a newcomer to Stanley Kubrick's films, check this one out. That's if you haven't seen it yet. Just see it. It's a very good. I think it's a great film. It's very violent, brutal, but overall, it's a well-made movie. It's one of my favorite sci-fi films of all time. One of my favorite book adaptations of all time. And just overall a great film. Fantastic. Obviously, guys, Clockwork Orange gets a 5 out of 5. I love it. Stanley Kubrick is a master of filmmaking. And this film, it stays with you. You never forget it. Anyways, guys, comment below. What did you think about this? Did you like it? Did you not? How does it compare to the book? What do you think of the book? And what's your favorite Stanley Kubrick movie? I think mine is 2001: A Space Odyssey. That movie is one hell of an experience, especially that ending. Comment below and subscribe to my channel for more videos.